What's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning into the Local Crown podcast, where we're going to teach you how to wage war on your competition and earn your local crown, also known as the top spot on Google. So you've started a lot of companies at this point. What are you focused on now?
So all my focus has been just growing our personal care brand with my wife. We manufacture the best dental care products out there, all natural. We're right here from Akron, Ohio. So we have like 20 people that work for us and, helping grow the company. And she's the face of the brand. I kind of help run operationally, vision, connections, things like that. Like over 2020, we were able to get super focused, continue to grow, but then also build out our advisory board with where we want the company to go. And I mean, we were fortunate to have like Damon John. He's part of our advisory board, Dave Asprey from Bulletproof Coffee, another gentleman named Jim Morrison, who is the ex-president of L'Oreal. So really, and we have a few others as well too, but just really building up that, and so the focus is there, obviously, and from a personal brand side for myself, it's been with growing Making Bank podcast, as well as we've recently started to teach and help others, how we've utilized podcasting to grow businesses, and to help help other people do the same thing. And so that's a big area as well.
Awesome, man. I love that. So what do you think contributes to the amount of growth that you've been able to achieve? I mean, you've hit the Inc. list 4 times. Like, most people never get to do that once.
Yeah. It's for us, one thing that's been really great about our brand Primal Life Organics is from my wife's a nurse anesthetist and stuff. And so she is all with the mindset of education, and she wants to be able to communicate to people and out there, what's working, what's not working, what all the products that contain such bad ingredients and everything, and how it's actually hurting your health. I mean, obviously with all the craziness with COVID and things like that, if you're healthy and you're taking care of yourself, whether it's supplementation, vitamin D and vitamin C and things like that, to what you're putting in and on your body, I mean, you're going to be in a healthier position. Whereas whether if you got sick with that or the flu or anything like that, you're able to recover faster than not. And so, with the growth side of it, we kicked off and initially have always been with direct to consumer. So we focused on building that educational, that culture around the brand, and focused on directly communicating with our consumer base. And then just until like the last 18 months, is when we started to focus going into retail. So now we're in 160 something natural grocery stores. We're moving into Sprouts and Fresh Time and places like that best fit our product and our brand and everything. But I think, the other part is from the vision side and where we want it to go, and, how we're moving the company forward. I mean, we've pretty much almost doubled every year, with growth and revenue, revenue growth, since we started in 2012 with that.
Awesome, man. So if you had to start a new company today, what would be the first steps that you would take to get the initial cash flow into that company?
Yeah, good question. So, I mean, there's a lot of different areas. Obviously, if you're starting with zero cash, it might be a way you can arbitrage stuff. Whether it's, now's a great time to be selling patriotic things, survival, things around that side of it, because with the direction, people are not sure where everything's going to go, and so they think that's a good area. But you can start locally. I mean, you can maybe you're at Walmart and they have certain things you're like, oh, cool, this is great. Let me go and put that up online and, and try to sell it. And, you set up a merchant account and you don't even have the product yet, but you take all the pictures and put it up there, and then somebody buys it. Now you got the money, you run back over to Walmart, you pay for the product, bring it back, ship it to them. And, you made whatever the, difference is, 20, 30%. And then now you use that money to reinvest back in, continue to do that. And, until you build up, $500, $1,000. And, now you can, start to figure out, okay, cool. Now I can find a wholesaler. Now I can buy these even, for a better price and then be able to, get more margins and things like that. So, starting, or starting locally. I mean, you can, go out and find, groups and things like that, you can connect with people in and, hey, this is what I'm selling, and great, I'll bring it by, tomorrow, and you go pick up the product, bring it to them. So, I mean, a great way is, through kind of an arbitrage process to do that.
Awesome, man. That makes perfect sense. And in reality, I see a lot of people in the business and entrepreneur space kind of like, that's kind of what affiliate marketing is. And in our world, you don't really have to have a product. You don't really have to have your own service that you sell. As long as you provide value to people and you put something that people need in front of them, then you're going to make some money. You're going to get some cash flow in, and you're going to learn in the process. And you're going to be able, once you have that money, you're going to be able to apply what you learn to do more with that money.
For sure. Yeah. And we have a lot of affiliates that, remarket our products. I mean, I know that's, a good growth portion for us is, working with affiliates that have significantly sized email lists and things like that. So.
Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you learned something. If you have questions, email us at info@thelocalcrown.com. And if you want to get featured in our publication, Inside the Empire, alongside John Lee Dumas, the entrepreneur on fire, Jayson Waller, the CEO of Power Home Solar, Sharon Lechter, Dan Caldwell, the man that started Tap Out, and the limitless man himself, Jim Kwik, for free, then head over to thelocalcrown.com/become a contributor.